Welcome to Spilling the Tequila, the podcast that brings you the tequila spilling energy without the hangover. My name is Grace.
And my name is Sunny Joyo, and welcome to Spilling the Tequila. I hope my microphone is better because last week's episode, Grace sounded amazing, like 3D, like IMAX theater speakers, like her voice sounded like good quality. And I sound like I was in a tin can going because I didn't have my microphone plugged in. No, that's a lie. I did have my microphone plugged in because I'm the guy that never forgets his keys, wallet, or phone. But I didn't connect it to the computer to say Rode. The computer microphone was connected for some reason. Anyway, it sounded like you were interviewing me because you know how they're doing it by telephone.
Yes. And they're not totally prepared.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So, anyway,
good to be here. Sunday.
Good to be here too, Sunday, and good to be here for you guys listening, whatever day it is when you're listening to this episode. But good for you.
Totally.
Do you want to start the show, or do you want me to
start? I'll start. Okay, I was thinking the other night about random concerts in life you've been to, because you always talk about like your first concert or your favorite concert or like concerts that were totally crazy, but you never remember the random concerts that you've been to that don't even make sense, right?
Yeah.
And so I was thinking about the time that I went to the Young Divas concert.
Who's the ladies behind you? For anyone that's not from Australia or anyone that's in Australia that's a little bit not older than... Yeah, anyway, go.
Anyway, so there were 4 people. 3 of them had been on Australian Idol. Emily, you said, was on something like Pop Stars or, something, another offset
singing
of
show.
that. And they decided, like, One Direction to get them all together, the record label, and make them a girl group. Now, they had... I remember like one hit song, which was This Time I Know It's For Real, which was very catchy. But also, I just want to talk about this concert, how random it was. And then I have a question for you. Because you know the concerts that are in like a leagues club or an RSL club? Or like not an actual venue?
Do Americans have that? Because for American listeners, like how to explain that to them?
How to explain like a leagues club?
Yeah.
It's like
a place that old people go to play the poker machines, the slot machine, and to also eat there and like, I don't know.
It's kind of like, I guess,
run by the army?
Like a weird buffet, like
lounge.
Yeah, it's really strange. It's almost like a hospital, but a restaurant, if that makes sense.
But not a like restaurant, kind of like just a bistro.
Yeah, exactly.
With a bar with alcohol that's cheaper than going to normal places if you're a member.
Yes.
But a majority of the place is to go there to gamble.
Exactly. But anyway, I digress. This concert was at tables. So you booked a table, like of 4 or of 6 or of 8, how
like
many
people
were going. Like the
Arias.
You had dinner at the table and then the Young Divas came out and you were like, oh no, like dessert was coming out. The Young Divas were on stage and you were like, oh no, like I want to eat my dessert, but I want to sing along to the songs. It was unbelievable. I've never had an experience like it. I never will again, and I hope to. But it made me think. Yeah, it was amazing. I was 12.
Which RSL, by the way?
I think it was Newcastle Leagues Club, so a bit bigger than an RSL. It was like 5 stories. And anyway, it got me thinking, if you could go to a concert for free, because obviously concerts are so expensive, the concerts you're going to pay for, you really want to see those people. You love them, right? What concerts would you go to for free because you just think they would be so random and so much fun, but you would never pay for it? And I know my number one is Pitbull. I would love to go to a Pitbull concert.
Oh, really?
For free? Yeah.
I always tease you about Pitbull. It's like I know,
get wasted at a Pitbull concert. That's funny.
I know, but like I know two Pitbull songs. Imagine doing 2 hours of that with a man in a suit with no hair that raps. Like it's so
What do you got
random.
against bald people?
Nothing. I'm just describing nothing. Your dad's bald. My dad's bald. Nothing. I'm just describing
You know
him.
more than two Pitbull songs for sure.
Like all I'm no in my head. I know. I don't want to
If
know.
I had two
songs.
free tickets to Pitbull and I said, "Sonny, come on, it'll be fun," would you come?
But anyone that knows me, I would go. Nothing to do with Pitbull. I would go because I suffer from YOLO and I'm always up for anything. Secondly, I want to see what type of people buy a ticket to the Pitbull concert. Like I would be more interested in that. Like I want to see what his fan base is. Like
yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Like
yeah, no,
what
I get
is
that.
Pitbull's fan base? Like I've never met anyone in my life. I'm like, who's your favorite singer? And they're like Pitbull. You know, like I think recently. Heidi always my friend Heidi
Yes.
always laughs because I asked my sister what her favorite singer was, and my sister is one of those people that doesn't listen to music when they drive a car.
Yeah.
Don't you think it's weird?
Yes,
People
very.
who do that, yeah.
Yeah.
Her favorite singer is Selena Gomez.
Yeah.
And there's nothing. My sister's 43. There's nothing wrong with Selena Gomez.
There's not.
I've just never met anyone in my life that said Selena Gomez was their favorite singer. And there's obviously heaps out there. There's probably like 15-year-old girls, 16, but I just didn't expect that from like my sister. And that was the first time I met someone that said my favorite singer was Selena Gomez.
No, I agree. But I just think like there's so many concerts I'd never pay for, but I really want to go to. Like Smash Mouth.
Oh, I would pay for Smash Mouth, but I'd have a limit. It'd be like 60 and
That's
under.
what I mean. You're not going to pay like the $199 general
No way.
admission.
Nothing $100, not 80.
No, exactly.
No,
That's
no.
what I'm saying. But those things that are for free.
Yeah.
Who would you go to?
That's a good question. That's like you'd have to give me a country, like American, Australian, like
just anybody. They just say you don't have to pay for this concert, and you can go, but they have to be really, really random.
Let me get back to you. That's a really because
I've got like them coming out of me. Like I saw DJ Khaled at Coachella. That was so much fun.
Wait, are we naming people we've seen or people that you wouldn't pay money for but you would go see? Now you've changed the rules.
No, well, he was one that I just remembered that I saw, but I would say that I would want to see for free anyway.
I would see for free, but I wouldn't pay for DJ Khaled.
No, that's what I'm saying.
This is a good game.
This is why this game
Keep
is
going
so
again.
much fun.
Well, tell me yours, and then I will agree if I would do that for money or not money.
Okay, Natasha Bedingfield.
Free.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Free. Definitely free. Who else is there? Cyndi Lauper?
I'd free.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly. Who else? See, there's just so many.
Yeah.
There's so many. Simple Plan.
I think
Fall Out Boy. I'd never pay for Fall Out Boy, but
I'd pay for Fall Out Boy. There you go.
Who else is there?
Nikki Webster.
Yeah, free.
Oh my God.
Beck Cartwright.
Seeds again free. I forgot to tell you something that you're going to find amazing that just popped into my head that's in this category. So obviously we both have a friend called Dr. Madison. Yes. Who's one of our friends. He's a male. He's got a girl's name and he's a doctor. It's our first friend to become a doctor. What are you laughing at?
You've never introduced Dr. Madison like that. We've talked about him so much on this podcast and you've never said he's a male with a girl's name.
Yeah. Not that there's anything wrong with that because people probably
it was just random. You've never brought that up before.
Anyway, so Dr. Madison, his sister lives in England. She's a dancer and she was back recently. And I don't know how we got onto the topic. I think something to do with Nikki Webster or something. So obviously, you know, Dr. Madison's story. We won't go much into it, but he was a child star. He was the Lindsay Lohan of Australia. Remember I told you all this? And being friends with someone, I didn't find this out till later in life. So it's never judge a book by its cover.
No.
Anyway, his sister was up against Nikki Webster to be Nikki Webster at the Olympics. It was between him and his sister. And Nikki Webster, and I was like, and when I'm in these type of scenarios, I'm like, I really need to tell Grace this.
Yeah. Holy shit, the last two.
I know.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So
A
there you
girl
go.
I work with said to me the other day, "Oh, I was in Sydney Olympics," and I was like, "Sorry, what?" Because I'm obsessed.
Yeah.
She was like, "Yeah, I was a dancer with Nikki Webster." She said it was so annoying. We had to rehearse all the time, and they were like so annoying about it. And I was like, "Oh my God, that's amazing! You're in a piece of Australian history. Are you kidding me?
Literally. I do love that
Iconic."
Grace is very obsessed with the Sydney 2000 Olympics. Wait, you know that I
Obsessed.
went, right? Have we
I went
discussed that?
too,
Okay, cool. Just
but I was
checking.
just a little kid. No, I'm obsessed with being like 25 at the Sydney
Ah,
Olympics.
that would be fun. That's true.
Yes.
That's true.
That's what I'm obsessed
God, you can
about.
even smoke in clubs back in those days. Not
I
that we
know.
want to smoke in clubs, and I'm like, that's just the
No,
time
but
that it
that's what I'm
was.
saying. Like the disposable cameras, like you're getting one of those white taxis, like
Oh
those
yeah, no lockout
13
laws,
cabs. Yeah,
no
no
Ubers, no
lockout
apps.
laws.
Like,
Everyone's from like the Netherlands and Brazil and
and to use cash. I miss cash. Do you?
cash. Got to get to an ATM.
Yeah, cash.
Get on the monorail.
Yeah, the monorail was mad. I've been on that heaps.
Yeah,
I
see?
always
It
said
would be
it.
so much fun.
Yeah. Anyway, I think we're trailing. What were we talking
Anyway,
about?
we're talking about concerts that you would want to go to but never pay for.
Oh yeah, the heaps. There's heaps.
I know,
Like,
but you haven't even given me one.
okay, for example, I went to Milky Chance last week for free because I got a free
Yes.
ticket. But now that I watched them and I had a really, really good night, I probably would pay.
Right.
So it's funny how it can convert you because I just didn't really, I only knew two songs and then, yeah,
Yeah.
it blew me away. It was really, really fun. I had a really fun night.
Yeah.
I don't know. There could be heaps. Like I could,
Usher, 50 Cent.
um, Usher free,
Yeah.
50 Cent, I'd probably pay.
Oh.
But when I say pay, like $70 is my limit.
Oh,
Which
yeah. You're not getting into 50 Cent with
I know.
$70.
I'm not getting in Australia as well.
No.
I'm not getting into 50 Cent. I'm
No.
just saying.
I know. I know.
Have you been
Anyway.
to concerts over? Oh yeah, you all in England. I was gonna say concerts like in America and stuff. They're so cheap compared to Australia. It's like
So
$50 there.
cheap.
It's like, oh, let's get a ticket. I'm like, what? Why are they so cheap here? They're like, minimum 110. Like
They're
depends
out
where
of
you're going.
control.
Yeah.
They're out of control.
Do you reckon it's because there's the
Anyway.
petrol that to fly to Australia it's so far? No.
No, I just reckon it's just the whole thing that they can do it because everyone's so desperate to see someone, you know?
Mm.
Anyway,
That was a good topic. I
I
like
know it
that because a lot
was.
of people would ask whoever listens to our podcast will ask their friends like who would you
Mm,
pay and who would you go for free. But I
mm,
pretty much would go to like most things for free. Like I'm pretty sure I'm like going with my friends' kids to go to the Wiggles just because I want to see the Wiggles. Like,
that's fun.
do you know what I
Except
mean?
it's not the original Wiggles, is it?
No.
It's the new
Yeah,
ones.
that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway.
what do you got?
Oh, was that you? Was that yours?
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah. I got just a couple of things. You know me, random mind, ADHD, just going through. So first
Mm.
of all, did you watch animations like Family Guy and stuff?
I watched The Simpsons.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say Paris Hilton watches Family Guy. Not that that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
She interviewed Kylie on her podcast.
I saw that.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, I know. First of all, Grace and I are big supporters of Kylie Minogue because
Massive.
she's an icon and she's just she's pretty much been around since the 80s and still looks like she's from the 80s, as in like she's like a fine wine, has not aged at all.
Mm,
And she's just massive in every country, like literally every country around the world. Like people
mm.
love Kylie Minogue. I've got Slovakian friends and my mate Philip's dad is obsessed with Kylie Minogue. That's how big she is. But America was just always that market for her. And now she's like 55 and she's just blowing up in America at the moment. It took them a while. They're like, oh, that's the
Did.
same lady. That's the same lady, the one that sings La La, and which was 20 years ago. And now she's winning Grammys again, and she was on Jennifer Hudson last week. She was like,
That's
she's just
so good.
yeah. And do you know she's actually the entertainment like awards, like each you'd know it, like it's big giant awards coming up for like music and movies and stuff like that. You'd know it. It's called and I don't know, forget what it's called, but Kylie Minogue is one of the people performing. And then
Oh, wow.
and then all the comments like around in the comments.
Oh, like People's Choice Awards or something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And they're
How
all,
good.
I know, and everyone's like writing comments like, "God, it's so good now that North America's got taste and they're booking Kylie Minogue." Do you get what I mean? Because it's like a lot of taste. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, she's
definitely.
blowing up. Hey,
She is
in America,
massively.
she's always been big everywhere else, but I'm just saying in America. So,
Yeah,
good. She looks so happy. Good
I
on her.
know.
So, um,
But you were talking about Family Guy.
oh well, SpongeBob SquarePants. Did you watch?
Oh, yes, I did.
Okay, so just a little fun fact for you that I reckon you'll like. The voice actors for SpongeBob and Plankton's computer's wife, Karen, they've been married since 1995 in real life.
Oh wow.
Yeah, sweet love.
Yeah, cute.
Yeah, yeah.
Wonder
um,
if they do funny voices to each other at home.
when they're having sex.
I didn't go that far. You brought it up.
SpongeBob.
Ew.
God. Um, so
Ew.
the giant so there was a giant panda
Mm.
in China at the zoo, and it faked that it was pregnant, so it could receive nicer food and round the clock care. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, but like low key
Loki, what?
respect.
To the panda?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I reckon you would do that. Like you want the bigger room, the nicer food and stuff. You know
I
what I mean? And you just see this
would.
panda standing up at the zoo with everyone taking photos, like just touching its stomach, like when a lady goes to the restaurant and it's like, table for 5, and you're like, do you have a booking? No, and then you're like, sorry, and then she stands there and rubs her stomach.
Yes.
That's,
That's so
um,
funny.
Wu
So,
Kuonga, an expert from Chengdu Giant Panda Breeding Research Center, where Ahin House clarified that it's not. Oh God, this is not even. Is this English? Hang on. Um, oh yeah, after showing pregnant signs, the mother to be are moved to be single rooms with air conditioning and all round the clock care. They
oh,
also receive more buns, fruit, bamboo. Some clever pandas have used these to their advantage and to improve their quality of life.
I love it.
So they've seen another panda that has been pregnant, saw what they get, different rooms, aircon, fruit platters and stuff. So now this panda has been pretending to be pregnant, getting all this food in the room, but it never had any babies.
How do you pretend to be pregnant though, if you're a panda, I wonder?
I think it would have like known how to, we can all make our stomach go into, pregnant mode. I can
Oh,
put my
right.
stomach out. It could also sit
Yeah,
there,
right, right.
things, and then eat more to put on more weight. Smart.
Yeah.
Anyway, I
No,
found that
so
really
smart.
funny.
I love
So
that.
funny. My next thing for you was that I always said to you, any phone company where I can get a phone battery that lasts for like 4 days will just be the number one selling phone in the world, probably.
Yes.
Because, you get an iPhone phone, you get the new one, and it's like $2,000 for the phone. You're like, yes, my battery's amazing. It lasts for like 2 days and stuff. And then by the end of that year, it's gone. You're
Yeah.
plugging, hey, have you got a charger? Have you got a charger? Excuse me, have you got a charger? To the point now that you go to bars and restaurants in Australia and you can buy a power pack for $5 to charge your phone for an hour. Like that's just how shit phone batteries are, that we have gotten to society that we need to do that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, so Energizer, which have, the famous
Oh,
battery,
yeah.
they have invented their first smartphone with a battery that will last, get ready for it,
Oh my God.
50 days without charging.
No.
Right. Yes.
But
Well, of
is
course.
it like a smartphone or is it like an old Nokia snake
No,
phone?
it's a it's a smartphone that looks like a Nokia phone. So it's
Right.
it's a brick, it's
Yes.
thick, and it's really,
Yes.
really heavy. The Energizer smartphone is equipped with an 18,000 mAh battery, providing a standby time of 50 days. In addition to its impressive battery life, the phone boasts 6 GB of RAM, 128 GB of storage, and cameras. Okay, not bad. But if you read the comments were the best bit because they were saying like fuck that when you're like sleeping and your phone falls off your table and smacks and breaks all your teeth. Like and then people wrote a comment saying that's not a phone with a battery, that's a battery with a phone.
Yeah. Fact. True.
Yeah.
Are you
So
gonna buy it?
it is ugly. It is very chunky and it's probably really heavy, but the only thing that does look the same is like it's a smartphone, so you've got your your screen.
Yeah.
And really what a phone is, to have that for 50 days without charging, it's pretty good.
Are you going to buy it?
Don't know. I'll maybe wait till it gets a little bit lighter.
Imagine putting it in your pocket, your pants fall down.
You wouldn't buy it?
No.
No, okay.
No, I just charge my phone every day.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Call me crazy.
So dolphins.
Yeah.
Love dolphins. You like dolphins?
Of course.
I like that they're very smart and similar to humans.
I know. If you're ever lost at sea, find some dolphins. They'll protect you against the sharks.
Mm-hmm. Dolphins have bromances in which two males pair up for as long as 15 years and help each other hook up with females.
Oh my God, they wingman each other.
Yeah, and they can do it for up to 15 years. That's hilarious. But it's also really bad about dolphins, which I see watching a documentary. They have, rape caves. And like 8 male dolphins will get 1 female dolphin. Like that's, you know what I mean? Like a rape cave, that's bad. Like do they have police in the ocean? Like what do they do? That's like, at least we've got like police, judges, jail. Like what's
that's
their
a good
system?
Question.
Yeah.
Like if dolphins have, exactly. Go, okay, that one's like the policeman. That one's going to like help us when we're hurt. That's interesting. I've never thought about that. Is it even rape if it's a dolphin?
Well, yeah, because she's not giving consent.
How does the dolphin give consent?
Like, I don't know. I don't know how they know, but surely it's not normal for one female dolphin to be banging 8 at the same time in a cave. The documentary, they're Scott scientists, that they know more about us.
Yeah. No, I was just posing a larger question to the universe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I had.
No, what about Robin Williams?
Oh, that was my last thing, but it was like sad. So, but I'll read it. It was like for the end of the show. It was like know how we what?
No, nothing.
What was that face for? I can see you. We're on camera.
I know.
Oh.
I know.
How funny is anyone that watches this on YouTube? How funny is Grace's hair like now? She looks like, I don't know what she looks like, but it looks cartoon. It also looks very Kris Jenner.
I was going to wear a face mask, but I thought I can't talk properly because it.
Oh, does it dry?
Like this. No, it's one of those. One? It's one of those sheet ones.
Oh right.
Yeah, and I go like this anyway.
I know I've got a beard, otherwise I'd probably do a mask.
Yeah, you can buy half a face mask.
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
Is that for the chicks that have beards?
No, I think for the guys that are femme.
Ah.
Jokes.
All right. So Robin Williams, Grace and I are very big fans of him. Bless your soul, Robin, for bringing the laughter. And the thing about Robin Williams, he will get to exist forever for leaving his, what's the word called? Legacy. His legacy of movies. Like your kids and kids, they can go on with your family and watch them. We can watch them as adults and you'll still get that laugh. And they just really age really well because that's how talented he was.
Yeah.
So Robin Williams once said, I think the saddest people always try their hardest to make people happy because they know what it's like to feel absolutely worthless and they don't want anyone else to feel like that.
Oh.
That's sad.
Yeah, but they say a lot of comedians and the funniest people in the world are very depressed.
Yeah, I know. I heard that. Who said that? Dr. Phil?
Probably.
Yeah. Oprah turned 70 today.
Happy birthday, Oprah.
Not today, actually. I just read that she turned 70. I'm not sure what day it was. Last episode, Shaquille O'Neal hooked up with Lindsay Lohan. Today,
this is
Oprah's
the fake
birthday.
news show.
Robin was behind me when I was laughing. Shaquille O'Neal and Lindsay Lohan. Can you not see it? Shaq. What would when celebrities get together, they combine their names, like Brangelina? Yeah. What would Shaquille and Lindsay be? Shiloh.
Shiloh.
Shakilo.
Shinzy.
Shakilo. 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 Anyway. All right. Well, we'll end that. Okay. Good to speak speak to you.
Good to speak to you too.
That was a strange. No, I'm talking to the audience, not you.
Oh,
Oh wait.
sorry.
Yeah, and
Well,
Ashley.
you
good
were
to speak to you.
speaking to. Oh, okay. Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, well, good to speaking to you too. But bye, guys.
Bye,
Tune in again.
guys.
Bye.
Ciao.
Ciao, Bella.